Everybody, Vinnie here, Executive Chef at the Sea to Sky Gondola in Squamish, and welcome back to another exciting instalment of Cooking at the Top of the World. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We've got an Easter brunch coming up on Easter Sunday, and we're doing a Huevos Rancheros, or at least my take on a Huevos Rancheros. It's a little bit different. It's kind of like a combination between poached Spanish eggs, or baked Spanish eggs, and traditional Huevos Rancheros. Which is eggs cooked in a spicy tomato sauce. Okay, so what I'm going to do today, I'm going to take you through the process of how to make it. I cook this at home all the time for the family. It's a firm favorite. Really simple, kind of made with a lot of the things you just have kicking around at home in your fridge or in your cupboards. I'm not going to worry too much about quantities, as it's really up to you to kind of make how you want to make it. The basic ingredients are always the same: onions, garlic, tomatoes, chili, and eggs. So we're going to start off. First, we're going to grab regular white onion. You can use red onion as well. Slice off the ends, and then we're just going to slice these nice and thin. Got our onions. We're going to do some peppers. You can either slice or dice depending on how you want it. I like to do a slice of the onions and then dice of the peppers. Kind of gives it a little bit of a differentiating texture. Chop some peppers. There we go, we've got our chopped onions and our diced peppers. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to get a pan, skillet, frying pan, wok, whatever you got at home this can work with. So medium heat, pop it on. We're going to pop in a little bit of olive oil. You can use any sort of oil you want, whatever you like to fry with, avocado oil, or rapeseed oil, whatever you've got kicking around. So we're just waiting for our oil to heat up a little bit. I like to just kind of pop in there and see how hot your oil is. If it starts to sizzle, then it's ready. It's not quite there yet, so we'll just give that a minute. So now our oil's hot enough to fry. We're going to pop in our onions and our peppers. Break up the onions a little bit just to help with the cook time. We're going to let those sizzle away there. Then the next bit we're going to do as we cook this down, we're going to let those cook until the onion is translucent, clear, nice and tender. The pepper will still have a little bit of a bite, but not soggy. And then we're going to add in some garlic. We're going to microplane some garlic in. We're going to follow it up with tomato paste. Then we're going to add chopped tomatoes. And we're going to add a selection of herbs and spices, which we'll talk through as we get there. So now the onions and peppers should be almost cooked. We're going to pop that microplaned garlic in. Okay, so if you've got microplane at home, great. If you haven't, you can also chop it. You can pop it in the blender, pulse it, whatever you want, whatever works. I like microplane. I feel it gives it a nicer flavor and you get less bitterness out of the garlic. We'll give that another toss. Now that garlic should be done. We're just going to add a little bit of tomato paste. Okay, so we're going to fry off the tomato paste. Pop that in. Good dollop. Helps give it the nice thick consistency as we cook down the tomatoes. Fry that off. You can also use tomato ketchup in that as well if you want. It gives it a bit more of a sweetness, a little bit more vinegar. I actually use tomato ketchup quite a bit at home. My little boy loves it in sauces and food, so that's always an option. Fry that paste off until it's all nicely mixed together. You can see it's just starting to catch on the bottom a little bit, which is perfect. And then we're going to pop in our roasted tomatoes. Use any sort of chopped tomatoes for this, whatever you've got in your cupboard. You get some with the herbs already mixed through them. You can use fresh tomatoes if you want, chop them up or pop them in the blender, whichever works. There we go, that's the base of our sauce. Okay, so that's onions, peppers, garlic, tomato paste and tinned tomatoes. That's the base of it. We're going to let that simmer down a little bit, just cook out a touch. And then we're going to add some of our spices, herbs and other flavors that we want, just to give it that real deep, rich flavor and a little bit of a kick as well. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to turn this sauce down a little bit, turn the temperature down, just below a medium heat, just to let it simmer. Then we're going to add a touch of water in here as well. A little bit of water in there, so it just doesn't thicken too quickly. Next, we're going to add our herbs and spices. So I've got some oregano here, dried oregano. Italian mixed herbs is great, works for anything. You can chuck those in. Dried parsley. I'm actually putting some fresh parsley in this. I've got some fresh cilantro in a little bit later. Okay, we're going to pop some smoked paprika in here. We're going to add just a little pinch of cayenne pepper just to give it that little bit of spice. Don't want to go too heavy. So now our sauce actually looks like a sauce. Okay, so that's all kind of cooking down nicely. We're gonna add a little bit of seasoning in here just to finish it off. I'm gonna pop in a good pinch of salt. I do like my salt. I think with tomatoes it's great because it helps take the bitterness out. Lots of people add sugar to tomatoes to do the same thing, but I don't think it needs the sugar. I think you're much better off with a good helping of salt. That's it, that's our salt and pepper. And then we're just gonna finish with a little bit of cilantro and some dried cumin as well. And then we're gonna add in a good helping of cumin. That smells beautiful, that smell coming off there, absolutely delicious. Okay, so that is the base for our ranchero sauce or our Spanish baked eggs, whichever one you want to call it. Both are acceptable. Okay, so we're going to turn this down really low, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pop our eggs in. So we're going to break them straight in there. Put our eggs into the top, give it a little shake just to help them settle, and then the sauce should rise up over the edges. And then we're actually going to pop this in the oven next, okay? So I got my oven preset at 375 degrees. And we're just going to pop it in here for a few minutes and keep an eye on it. Okay? So, depending on how you like your eggs, this bit is completely up to you. I like mine a little runny in the middle, so I'm going to take them out just before they're kind of glassing over on the tops. I'm going to top it with a little bit of manchego cheese, some fresh herbs. Then we're going to pull it out and serve it on a nice piece of toast. Perfect. So if you see these, just glassing over, they're almost ready. So what we're going to do next, we're going to pop them back in a second, but first we're going to top them with some manchego. A microplane, manchego all over this. You can use any cheese, you know, if you got orange, cheddar, you know, American cheese, Parmesan, whatever your cheese of preference is, you can top it with whatever your family likes. Nice heavy coating of cheese. I love cheese. I never think you can have enough cheese, so pop on as much as you want. Okay, there we go. Manchego topped. Okay, next we're going to just pop a little bit of greenery on. So parsley, cilantro, whichever you prefer. I use a little bit of both because I've got those. Okay, then we're going to pop that back in the oven to finish baking. About another 2-3 minutes, just until that cheese starts to get golden and crisp a little on top. While we're doing that, I'm just going to do a bit of toast as well. I'm going to serve this on toast for a complete little brunch item. Okay, so I've got my bread here. I've got a black olive sourdough. I'm just going to pop a little bit of, this is olive oil, parsley and garlic. Just pop that on there. And I'll pop it in the oven. You don't need to do that. I'm just doing it because I've got it around. And this is what we're using for the brunch on Sunday. Pop that in the oven, give it a nice little bake, just crispen up on the outside and freshen up. Okay, that should be our eggs done. So we're going to pull these out of here now, just double check. So again, however you like your eggs, completely up to you. I do like them a little bit soft, a little bit runny. So just going to double check. Yeah, still nice and soft there. Lovely. There we got our toast. Pull the toast out. Grab your bowl, plate, whatever you want to serve it on. We'll pop the bread into there. Then we're going to take our eggs and just get a good healthy scoop. So look at that beautiful melted cheese on top, eggs, the sauce, the onions. The smell of this is fantastic. It's really good. So again, if you want to try it, if you want to try my version, come up on Sunday for the Easter brunch, okay? Easter Sunday. Reminder, Easter Brunch Sunday, this is one of the many dishes being served for brunch. We do still have tickets available. We are sold out for the 12 o'clock sitting, but we do still have the 10 a.m. So they're going fast, so I would recommend getting now, okay? And then, so that's it. That's our Huevos Rancheros. I'm just going to top this just to finish it off with a little bit of arugula, just to give it a light, peppery freshness on the top as well. So it's got some arugula, a little bit of nice, good quality extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of good quality salt sprinkled on as well, and then a touch of lemon juice just for that bit of freshness, okay? Bit of lemon juice, squeeze that on. Lovely. Nice and fresh. Give it a mix. Dress that on the top. Sit it on there. Make it look pretty. And then we're going to finish this with a touch of balsamic glaze. Okay. And there is my version of Huevos Rancheros. We need to try it. Make sure it tastes all right. This is my favorite bit about cooking. It's getting to eat it. Okay, so let's give it a taste. I want a bit of the egg. If you look in there, like nice runny eggs. So that's what you want. A little firm on the bottom, not snotty, just nice and runny. Okay. And then I'm just going to get a piece of the bread. Get some of the sauce, a little bit of egg. Make sure you get a bit of everything. I'd eat that. That's delicious. Anyone else want to have a try? I'm surrounded by my chefs here that are just watching me. So, London, do you want to come and have a taste? Let me know what you think.
Yummy. Very good.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. If you'd like to know anything more about the dish, then please comment in and we can always send you a proper recipe. But as I said, it's kind of up to you to play around with it. It's something you can make at home. It's super simple. Chop and change the ingredients to what you prefer. And yeah, you have it. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Cooking at the Top of the World. It was great fun and looking forward to seeing you next time where we're going to be testing some new dishes for our Ocean View Grill Taste of the Summit menu, which happens every Thursday throughout the summer. I'll see you then. Thanks a lot.